We don't like to take risks when it comes to security.
And internet banking is no different.
With the Bendigo, on top of our usual login details, we've got a security token that generates a new PIN every time you log in.
So even if someone does get our login details, they still can't access our accounts.
So if you'd like extra security when you're e-banking, there's only one bank you need to know. You need to know the Bendigo.
Welcome back to the Geelong Cricket Show. Not too many of those quacks made at the weekend. In fact, there were 6 that shut up. In fact, there was 16 centuries made across the 3 divisions of the Geelong Cricket Association at the weekend. And in fact, down at Stinton Oval at the Queen's Park Complex, over the 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays, on the one wicket, there was 1,099 runs scored, including 312 on the 4th day. Not a bad wicket down there at Stinton Oval, but between these two guys, Scott Mullen and Timmy Sells, a very close game between you two guys, Scott.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was good to get away with the points, obviously, and get a win on the board for the season. But no, it was a terrific game, and as you say, with the amount of runs that have been scored on it, it's fairly obvious that it's a pretty good batting track and a nice quick outfield as well. So it's hard work for us bowlers, but it's just a real delight to see blokes being able to carve out a lot of runs on it.
Selzy, you picked up 3 wickets yourself, but they give you a bit of carry for them.
Yeah, 4 and over, Graham. 4 and over. That's
4
not
and
too
over.
bad.
That's pretty good. What did you think of the ground?
Yeah, it was good. I reckon. I think we're still yet to see the best of it. It's a little bit patchy here and there, but once it matures up a bit, I think come March next year, it's the ideal venue to have the finals. You know, good to watch cricket from too.
Scott, you opened the bowling for Newtown and Chewell with an English import. Tell us a bit about him.
Yeah, young Michael Combrey turned 19 yesterday, actually. We've set up a really good relationship with Essex, where we had our other pom from last year, Jake Mickleborough, which Jakey's gone back and has now been selected in the English under-19 side to tour South Africa at the moment, which is great. And Mikey's come through that same school of cricket. So genuine all-rounder, a good hard hitter. Has had a few problems over the last couple of years with some stress fractures in his back, so we've just got to be a little bit careful with that and nurse him. But yeah, he's a nice tall kid, plenty of pace and plenty of bounce there, which is a real handy pickup for us.
Both of you, the ladder sits at a very interesting situation. East Belmont, Grovedale, South Bowen and St Joseph's, both 3 and 3 after 3. Lara in 5th place, 2 and 1 after 3. Geelong West, 1 game win. Then Belpost Hill, Leopold and Newtown and Chewell, each with 1 win. So we've got 4 with 3, 1 with 2 and 4 with 1. And Newcombe and District, Geelong City and North Geelong yet to score. East Belmont setting the pace, and also, by the way, congratulations to Christopher John Banbury out there at Lara, another century off the bat last weekend, even though they did go down to the ladder leaders. And Christopher John now has a batting average of 264. But Scotty, East Belmont setting the pace with. It'll come to me in one. Sorry, Grant, I forgot your name there for a second. Grant Dew playing in the 2s for East Belmont, currently with an average of 171.5, and their 2s really giving the competition a real shake.
Yeah, look, I think East are going to really be the yardstick this year. We had them round 2, and they're a pretty impressive unit right across the grades. When you look at even when I was looking at the bottom oval and keeping an eye on their 3rds, and when you've got guys like Matty Spencer and Peoples and those sort of blokes playing in the 3rds, it shows that you've got a fair bit of depth at the club. So yeah, I think they'll be right there come March again. So they're certainly the one to watch, I think.
Tim, you've got 1 win on the board so far this season. This weekend you come up against East Belmont that we talk about. You always love playing against East Belmont. It's going to be a real tussle, but one thing that's in your favour, it's up there on your beloved Myers Reserve number 1, the beautiful oval. It's up there, very well curated and in good nick too.
Yeah, we're using our Cooch wickets for the first time this week, which the club spent 6,000 or 8,000 on last year putting in. So use them for the first time, welcoming East Belmont up there, and we're looking forward to it. We're playing some reasonable cricket at the moment, but we're not stringing it together for long enough. So we got a pretty good rivalry with East Belmont. So our guys are really looking forward to it.
And Scotty, you journey down to South Barwon on Reynolds Reserve. The game match down there on the Common Reserve number 1. A smallish ground, but very quick outfield. We call them South Hornstein. They've certainly lived up to that name this year. Do you think you can take the points?
Yeah, look, we'll certainly be going in with confidence. It's been good with, as you mentioned, with Leopold and South Barwon playing down at our ground over the last 2 weeks. We've had an opportunity to have a good look at them, try and work out a few strengths and weaknesses. But yeah, look, I'm confident we can come up with a pretty good showing, and yeah, with any luck, in 2 weeks' time, we'll have the points.
I think it's a feather in the caps of the clubs, the way in which these ground sharing arrangements have come about. A good understanding, good communication between the clubs? Yeah,
absolutely. I think, as you say, there's with the current situation with drought and whatnot, there's going to be more and more of it as grounds are either getting closed because they're not up to standard, or they're getting converted to drought-tolerant type of grasses, which is going to be an ongoing thing that the City Greater Geelong are doing. There's 3 grounds in Division 1 being done this year, and I believe there'll be another 3 next year. So it will be something that we will have for probably the next 4, maybe 5 years, where we do have to have this scenario, and it just gives clubs an opportunity. It's very tough playing Sunday cricket. We had to do it all last year, or best part of all of last year, and it's very tough for the social side of your club, so you need all the help you can get. Very
taxing indeed. Tim, you mentioned a new Cooch wicket. What are you expecting of that wicket? Bit of bounce?
Oh, hopefully, something in it for both the bowlers, I suppose. Early, if you look at the good East Belmont wickets over the years, there was always something in the first 10 or 15 for the bowlers, and then it flattens out to become a really nice batting wicket. So, yeah, something like that would be nice, Graham. Nice to win the toss? Yeah, want to bat first. You want to bat first? Yep. So let the EB balls loose on the Bell Post Hill openers. Yeah, no, I want to bat first and set a total, because if you set I think we have a real distinct home ground advantage at Bell Post Hill, whereas it's a slow outfield, and a lot of teams fall into the trap of, I suppose, not knowing how when you play it. So that suits us. If we can put a total on the board somewhere around 200, it's always hard to get up there. That's the way it sums up for the games being played today. It's a very important round in the Geelong Cricket Association. Round 4, November 1st and November 8th. It's going to be a real blinder, and Bell Post Hill taking on East Belmont. We'll be looking at the midway results this time next Saturday morning on the Geelong Cricket Show, with very, very interesting terms. See if there might be some changes in the East Belmont side. I wonder if Grant Dew will get back in the ones after he's got an average of 171.5. Time will tell. That's our time for number 2. We'll be back after this break, looking further at the Geelong Cricket Association. See ya.
We wanted a green home with rainwater tanks, solar power, solar hot water. It's really strange. The Bendigo is the only bank which will give you a loan, which is an incentive to help the environment. The Bendigo actually reduces the interest rate for environmentally friendly houses or products. So, if you want to save money and the environment, there's only one bank you need to know. You need to know the Bendigo.